Hello, community. So, I decided, when I was a month ago, when things were getting pretty stressful around here and things were going on behind the scenes, uh, you know, a lot of things I'll talk about in a vlog sometime after the summer's over. And basically, I decided I'll just do some news that I like to talk about or tech stuff, and I found out I enjoyed it, and I decided to stop it. I'm like, well, why should I stop? I enjoy doing this. I enjoy talking and making videos. And so I'll still do the Minecraft with my son and games like that because I enjoy playing with him. I enjoy Minecraft, so I'll still make those videos. And I'll still, of course, do YouTube gaming community, even though I haven't done one in over a month, but I just didn't have time invested to do that, which I'm working on getting back into getting ready to make the next video. So I thought I'd do these. And let's start off with the first thing I want to talk about. Something I kind of talked about Nintendo and the R4 Flashcards before, but that was in Japan. And this time around I'm going to talk about Nintendo actually suing someone over here in the United States. Now listen, in Japan, R4 flashcards are illegal by law. In 2010, in the UK, R4 flashcards are illegal to be imported or anything. Here in the United States, they're just not. And what's funny about this is that there are a lot of reasons why Nintendo could go after this company. It's not just the R4 flashcard that they have for the DS or the Wii. They list 5 different versions. Not the fact that Nintendo can go after them for the fact that they're having pre-orders for $80 for the Gateway 3DS R4 flashcard for the 3DS, because that's a console that's their biggest seller right now. They could also go after them for the fact that they are, if for a fee, they'll take your Wii and they'll put, when Nintendo calls, illegal games on it. One of the number one reasons Nintendo can go after this company is simply why you may say, well, Nintendo's not really releasing DS games and they're not releasing Wii games anymore. The DS XL I still see on a lot of store shelves. I still see Wii's being sold, the original Wii. So Nintendo hasn't ended production of these systems. So therefore, you can't be doing this to a system that's still out there in production. The companies aren't going to just go, you know what, that's right, go ahead and do it. We own the name and we own the system, but, just go ahead and do it. Well, in a way, they're looking at the fact they don't want to promote you not buying the games and just downloading them on a little flashcard. Now, the argument you're going to make is a simple one. The people who illegally download these games and put them on flashcards, or download these games and put them on flashcards, whatever way you see it, they were never going to buy the games in the first place. This is one of the, again, I've talked about this before, one of the biggest myths in the gaming industry today when all these developers talk about illegal downloading equals to this many sales we lost. No, those are sales you never had. These are people actually trying out your game who are never going to actually try it if they had to buy it. And I could argue how doing that actually could help them, but it would fall on deaf ears with them, where some people actually who play those games actually felt they really like it and they end up buying it. But for Nintendo, it is also, like over here, it's also a case of trademark copyright. That over here, if you don't enforce it, you lose it. So, even though Nintendo is clearly after the R4 flashcards, I'm not saying that, but even if Nintendo didn't want to go after them, the lawyers might be telling them, you know what, you have to. Due to our copyright trademark, we don't want to lose it, because then if some bigger company does it, who has the money to fight them, and they go to court, they say, well, that's great that they're fighting us, but how come they allowed these guys to do it? And then that causes a problem in court where the judge can go, you know what, you're right, these guys lose their copyright. Now, again, there is one argument to be made why Nintendo is going after them, in my mind, of seeing handheld over the years. The PSP. Everybody remembers the PSP. Some people loved it, some people didn't like it. But a lot of people I knew who bought a PSP bought it and then just simply downloaded ROMs and put it on their PSP. They just never bought the games. And Nintendo doesn't want their system to be known as easy to hack, easy to download ROMs, because once it becomes the norm of everybody who owns a system, then everybody just goes, you know what? Everybody else is doing it, why shouldn't I? And this is a problem. Going into this age where people can hack anything right away, it does leave a problem for companies. Now, do I think this is the right thing for Nintendo to do? The biggest risk Nintendo has in this lawsuit, quite honestly, is if they lose. Because if there's a legal precedent set in this country that R4 flashcards are not illegal somehow, then this country would become the base of everybody buying these cards for Nintendo. There's always a legal bad thing that you can go after somebody, but if you lose, you're setting a precedent that you're not going to like. But sometimes it's better not to actually have a ruling on something. Though I think Nintendo will win, I have no doubt in my mind. But what do you guys think about Nintendo going after this website? Now let's be honest here. This website's also taking, whixh for a fee and putting games on it, illegal games on it. So there are several reasons for Nintendo to go after this company. But what do you think about Nintendo actively going after this company? Do you think this is the right thing to do? Do you think it doesn't even matter if they go after them? Let's be honest. Do I think this will affect the 3DS sales, this flashcard? Probably not. These things are more of a, I would say, a small percentage of gamers actually buy than most. But when money's starting to be made and it starts to become a lot, that's when these companies start to notice. So I'd love to hear your guys' opinions on this, and I will talk to you guys again soon for another video. Thanks for watching.